You can buy plenty of LPs on eBay cheaply, but generally the cheap ones haven't been treated very well, and they have lots of crackling and noise, and they're quite dirty. I tried cleaning them and you still crackle a bit, so I'm going to try a new technique, well, not a new technique, another technique to get rid of the noise, see if it's worth the effort. Just show you the noise on this record.
Day after day,
You know, the crackling in the background.
on a hill, the man with the foolish grin is
So, some people say this works very well using the PVA glue. And you cover the whole record in it, quite a thick layer, and let it dry. It takes about a day apparently. And then you peel it off and it peels away all the dirt and static. So I'm going to give it a go. You don't have to buy an expensive brand. This is just a regular one. It costs £5 including free post. It's a massive bottle, so it's not going to be a waste of money if it doesn't work. Anyway, I'll do this one and see what happens. Okay, let's put the glue on. Let's just put all the way round. And then you spread it out with like an old credit card or something. You don't want it too thin or it might not come off very easily in one go. So you just squeeze it out. You need to take it right up to the edge so that you can get it off, get the edge and pull it off. Don't want to go over the edge though, so let's just turn this off. And oh, see how thick it is. Let's just spread it out with this card. Hopefully I'm going to put enough on to make an even layer. Don't want to put it right over the edge, so if it's not enough I can put some more on. Take it up to the edge. Is that enough? Hopefully. And when it's dry, it goes all the way into the grooves. It's quite thin, so it's soak in. Make sure it doesn't drip off the edge. But it's removable. I mean, the whole point of it is it gets on the thing when it's dry and just pull it off. Unless it's on something porous like wood. So hopefully that's enough, and when it's dry we peel it off. There's another one I've done, a very noisy Santana that I got, so hopefully you revive it. And another one, the Beatles, I picked up for 99p. So that's 3 I've done, so when they're dry we peel them off and listen to them. Here's the record after I covered it in the PVA glue and left it. One thing I found, it takes quite a long time to dry. After 24 hours it still felt a bit, wasn't quite sure if it was dry, but it does change from white to see-through. So you can tell when it has dried. So I left it a day basically to make sure it was dry. And the next thing that happens is, how can you hold the record without getting fingerprints all over the other side? So a cotton glove, which you can buy next to nothing, stops you putting your fingerprints all over it. And then you have to find an edge. Slowly work on just getting an edge up. and hopefully when you start pulling it off, it will all come off in one go. I didn't know how thick to put this on, so looks like there's a little bit on the edge that's going to remain, but let's see if we can get it off. If you don't want anything left in the grooves, so start working it off. It's making a nice sounds coming off quite easily. You can see all the grooves on the thing you're taking off, and you peel it all the way around, and throw that away obviously. Well, it looks clean. Obviously you're going to have a look, make sure nothing's left behind, otherwise the stylus is going to catch on it. If probably best to rub it over with a record cleaning cloth or something. Just some tiny little bits on the edge. Anyway, we'll put it on. Can't see anything left on the groove. It seems to have come off completely. And put it on and see if it's made absolutely any difference at all. Okay, put the record on, so play the same track that was noisy previously and see if it's made any difference at all.
Day after day, alone on a hill.
Well, the answer is no. It's still crackling and popping as bad as it was before. So I can only assume that the actual record's been damaged by the previous player by using some terrible stylus or something, or just the fact that they probably threw it around the room and walked on it. Anyway, it was worth a try, but conclusion is it's just not worth the effort. I'll try another method using some special cleaners, fluids, and see if that's going to make any difference, but I very much doubt it. Here's another one that I covered. Used a much thicker layer of the VGA glue, but it took ages to dry, a couple of days. That was a cheap VGA glue used in children's projects. Maybe in a more expensive proper VGA wood glue would dry much quicker, or maybe I put it on too thick. Anyway, once you get the edge up, which is the only difficult bit, at least it makes a nice pulling action, which is quite satisfying as you pull it off. Leaves a complete copy of the record, but positive on it, and then you just comes off, and that bit wasn't quite dry there, and well, it's nice and shiny, but I don't think it removes any of the background noise at all, which is probably caused by damage by people who've used it before you. I don't think it's worth the effort. It's a lot of work. It takes ages to dry, and you have to find somewhere to put it where no one's going to disturb it. So I think the normal method of using special cleaning fluids and a special cloth or brush is probably the quickest and the better way of doing it. And you're not going to repair any scratches or damage done to the record by handling or poor stylus anyway. Well, the PVA method didn't work to get rid of the noise on this album, so let's try this Into the Groove solution from Nigel, DJ Jingles vinyl. He suggests that you can use dabs of the solution on a cotton wool swab, and so you can apply it direct to the vinyl, wiping briskly, and basically just work it in and let it evaporate. Small areas, use cotton bud dipped in the solution. Will sound better, last longer with a good cleaning, reduces tracking area and surface noise. So we'll give it a go. Well, I applied the into the groove solution. I used a bud and a cotton wool swab and a brush, and I've let it dry, and it looks clean. But let's just lower it in.
Day after day,
Well, it still crackles.
alone on a
The
hill,
record must be damaged.
the man with the
But I must say this record's looking cleaner and cleaner.
perfectly still.
Not a mark on it really,
Nobody wants to know him,
but the record's obviously no good. So
and he never
that's the end of trying to get rid of those crackles.
gets